Guys, if you don't enjoy this video, or you enjoy this video, or you are willing to enjoy this video, before you leave this channel, please click on that subscribe button. As long as you have opened this page, just click on the subscribe button. Please. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about the common questions that are asked by females about virginity and sex, especially about losing their virginity. The restriction age is 18 for almost everything right now. So if I'm to advise you properly, I would say wait till 18 years old before having sex or before losing your virginity. But the truth is, it happens for some earlier. It happens at 15, it happens at 16, it happens at 14. Some, they even get raped or defiled at a young age. They don't even get to experience what it is to lose virginity. But for those who are still virgins and they're between the ages of 12 to 18 and they want to know what the right time is to have sex, I would say keep waiting until it feels right. Keep waiting until you feel connected and you are aware of what you're about to do. Being aware is a very key factor. I lost my virginity without knowing I lost my virginity because I was not ready to play in. For those girls that were able to lose their virginity, that got to lose their virginity on the date and the age they set for themselves, I say kudos to you girls, you're lucky. Because most virginity case is either being induced by the boyfriend or upon an unaware situation, So if I have a younger sister, and I always tell her, I'm not going to come and sit, thinking about my life experience and how I even lost my virginity without even knowing I had lost it, because I was still trying to keep myself from marriage, which is the appropriate age culturally and really morally or religiously to be before, It doesn't matter if you get married at 18, but the proper age is to wait till 18 before you get married. So I'm going to dive into the first questions girls like to ask. I don't know about the boys. I don't know what question they ask today. I don't even know if they ask questions. I just know that the only question for guys is their sexuality. Some of them start experiencing attraction to their same sex, and that is where they get confusion. But once they are straight and they are, they don't need any question, it can happen for them at any time. Boys are just really sexually fluid. But for some that struggle, is as a result of sexuality or some internal issues, which can be as a result of low self-esteem, or maybe they were molested when they were younger and they don't even know which way to go. So guys, I really don't know what you experience, so I don't want to speak on it so I don't sound ignorant. But for a girl, I know the questions I would like to ask my mom or sex teacher. First question I would have loved to ask is at what age is it appropriate to lose sex? They're supposed to advise you right by telling you have to wait till marriage before you lose your sex, before you lose your virginity. Yes, so it doesn't sound realistic at this day and age, because back then in those days people get married as early as 18. People get married as early as 16 back in those days. But these days 30, 35, we still have a lot of single people, and 25, these days doesn't matter, because of the career and financial stability and the women inclusion, and the whole feminism going around the world. Women are advised to make sure they have their own, or are solidly, grounded, or have something to fall back on in case of anything. And this is as a result of the promiscuity and the sexual freedom and sexual fluidity that we're experiencing. The world has really changed, So in this day and age, it is needed for a woman to be so financially grounded and financially stable and emotionally aware, at all times. Even though you can't help it, things happen. I'm sorry about the noise. There's some moving going on. So guys, Yes, for me, I'll answer that question by saying that really, if I would say 18, because that's the restriction. I would say 18 just because that's the restriction age and the age for everything. Once you're 18, you are eligible and eligible by the law to indulge in so many things like drinking, like entering into the club, like watching some exclusive content, so the age restriction ban is lifted at 18 years old. So I would say even for sex it can be applied. If you can wait to 18, at 18 you're much more aware of your body, you're much more aware of your decision, you're much more in tune with conversations and all. So advisably I would say wait to 18 before losing your virginity or having sex. I don't want to be insensitive because some people lost their virginity via rape. First of all, I'm very sorry and I'm so sorry, but it doesn't change anything. You can still decide that you will experience sex. You're ready to really experience sex at a particular age. It doesn't change who you are. Though emotionally you feel down, but you can take charge and take control by saying that you still see yourself as a virgin. You're not telling yourself a lie, and you can decide at what age you're ready to be with a man that will make you feel happy. And people say until you feel it's the right one. Really, the way that person treats you at the moment is how you know, but it doesn't guarantee anything, so you don't get heartbroken. You losing your virginity to a guy doesn't mean it's going to stay with you for a long time, really. So let's be guarded. Guard your heart and free your mind to love, but at the same time guard your heart with knowledge. Guard your heart with knowledge, but feel free to love and enjoy the moment of love. So the second question that I know that I struggle with is how to find the right one. How to know that the guy is the right guy. How to know anything in right is how to know anything is right in this life is how you feel. Is your feelings. I cannot decide for you at that time. There's some ways you'll be feeling that will make you feel like this guy is the right guy. It doesn't matter if it comes out wrong that this guy is the right guy. Like maybe after putting yourself out there, it turns out that you've been mistaken. There are a few things that would have made you feel like, yo, this person is right for me. Just live in the moment, experience it, because it's better to experience it at that time that you are getting the whole world. Because whether it turns out good or bad, don't jinx it with thinking it might end up bad. But whether and whatever condition it turns out to be, those moments of your truth is how you're feeling. You felt good, you felt it was the right one, and you did what you have to do. So sis, go ahead and do it. There's no book to choose the right person for you. There's no book. It's just the feeling, how they make you feel, what they are doing at that time, the fact that they can commit to it at that time, the fact that they are willing to go the extra for you to be able to open up to them. Sis, take it and take it with a pinch of salt at whatever happens. Take it and take it with a pinch of salt to whatever happens. Don't think you did anything else because they love. No, this life, you cannot predict anything. You can only live on your own terms, and then by accepting your decisions and the consequences. Make decision and accept the consequence. I have people who have called me up to ask me, I didn't want to lose my virginity, but I was playing rough with a guy, and we're touching each other and having fun, and then doing the humping thing, and then rubbing against each other private part, and then I saw blood. That guy has entered. Don't get it twisted. Once you see blood, the hymen is broken. Whatever it is, as long as the penis and the vulva meets, they might have slid in because of too much of intense pleasure that has made that place all wet and ready for penetration. So guys, girls, ladies, whatever, if you ever experience blood during a sexual intercourse and you've never ever experienced it, that may be the day you got disvirgined, because it might never happen again. That may be the day you got disvirgin. So if you need to celebrate it on that day, celebrate it. If you need to know and then open yourself up more for sex and pleasure, instead of punishing yourself and saying, no, don't do it, don't disvirgin me. Instead of lying to yourself, girl, please, once you see it, make your decision either to stop or to continue, because you've lost your virginity. And please be aware, just be aware, not because if you don't want to willingly give yourself up for sex, do not say this information is not out there. So that's why I'm sharing my experience. Once you experience that blood stain and that blood, that once you see blood, that's it for you guys. That guy is the guy that disvirgined you. No more story, no cocambo. You can decide to be celibate after that, and then do sex at the appropriate time at your own. You cannot decide to be celibate after that time, so that you can carefully plan when next you are going to have sex. You understand? Have sex, like you prepare to open your legs wide and open your mind and open your heart up for a guy to enter into you. If you have more questions for me, I can do another episode of this, maybe like a part 2 of this, and answer some of your questions and all that. So guys, if there's anything bugging you, if there are questions you'd like for me to answer, please drop in on the comments or send it to my email. I'll be willing to do a video answering all your questions. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.